Hello and welcome to Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. I'm just checking my water butt here. You remember I put my pipe on at the last session and it's now full of water thanks to, well, very few drops of rain actually, but as I said before, it's amazing how much rainwater you can capture off a sloping roof. Fantastic. Well, the weather's glorious, the sun's out, we've got blue skies and the plants are loving the heat. This, if you remember from a few weeks ago, was a virtually dead raspberry plant. It's been in the greenhouse, it's had some heat and I've looked after it, it's been well fed and it's coming along really well. So sit back and relax and enjoy today's show. Well, last season I was given this little growing frame here and it was slightly unsuccessful, possibly my fault. I think I put the wrong plants in. However, they were attacked lots and lots by slugs, but I've noticed what survived is, and I'm going to have to take them off today because, well, that's just how it goes. We have some tender stem broccoli and it's looking fantastic, so we can have that with Sunday lunch tomorrow. In here as well, we've got some old, very old, here we go, take those out, onions. They look like they're growing but they're not really, so they need to come out and go on the compost heap. I'll pop that back in there more. So I need to clear this area out. So a little unsuccessful actually that's been. However, what is successful, and if you are growing this season you'll know exactly what I'm about to say, because of the heat over the last few days, the plants, the seedlings are going mad. So here I'm going to start with my pumpkins. Now I've got my pumpkins in early and I've got a few different varieties. I've got some white ones and some ugly ones again and some giant ones this year. Look at how they're shooting up. Look at the leaves. What I find fascinating is that the little seed is still attached to the leaf and it's still obviously coming up through the soil and pushing through. I love this shot here. It looks like there's a little dog behind the pumpkin leaf about to eat or is eating the pumpkin leaf. It might just remind imagination, but isn't that fantastic? And then I've got some sunflowers growing. They're starting to shoot up eventually. They've taken a little time, but fingers crossed this year they don't get eaten by the birds. I put lots in last year, about 60 plants, and in the end ended up with 2 sunflowers, which is unfortunate. So I'm going to keep a real eye on those this year. I love my sunflowers. And just a heads up, we are once again going to have a sunflower competition. So if you've not got them in yet, time now is to start sowing your sunflowers either directly into the soil where you want them to grow, or like I've done here in starter pots, and then I can transfer those into the positions that I want them in. And yes, these are giant sunflowers, so fingers crossed again that they get to the height that we want them to. And the competition normally goes this way for sunflowers. We have the tallest sunflower, one with the most heads, and the widest sunflower head, but we'll have more of that. So a warning now, get your sunflower seeds in and you're about to enter the competition. It normally ends up about the end of July, early August, when we can announce the winners, because that's when we cut it off. So we've got plenty of time to get them going. I've also, thank heavens now, my cucumbers are starting to come up. And these are lovely. I've grown this variety for a few years. It's called Beth, and they're miniature cucumbers, and they grow really well, and you get an abundance of fruit off them, and it's just fantastic. They're really lovely. They taste fantastic, and they will keep cropping and cropping. You cut them off and they'll grow back. Brilliant. Really good crop. I really enjoy growing those. Now, last week I started to sow my lettuce seeds, and as you can see from here, in 1 week, look at where they're at. Isn't it fantastic? And they're coming up nicely. So these are cut and grow lettuce, so that'll be full shortly, and we're about to start having those and enjoying those with our salads. Isn't that great stuff? Well, it's beautifully sunny here on the allotment today, and it's been a pleasure once again having you all with me. It's lovely to hear your stories. Hello and welcome, by the way, some new viewers from Canada. It's really good to have you on board, so thanks very much. And well, I hope you've been trying your slug defences out. Mine haven't yet gone down. I've not yet been brave enough to put my cauliflower plants out, but they are doing really well, so they'll probably go out in the next week or so. I need to start preparing the beds. Excuse me. However, the tulips are coming up, the strawberries are well established now, and they look like, I've had them covered and they look like they're doing well. just need to buy some straw to support them and to keep the soil warm around their roots. They really enjoy that bit of pampering. So once again, thank you very much for watching Jeremy's Yorkshire Adventures, and I hope you're finding the time, because once these seedlings start sprouting, then you've really got to be on your ball. Transplant them as soon as you can, get them into potted soil, bigger pots, let the roots establish, as again, feed them from the bottom, allow the water to soak up, because you drag the roots down rather than having surface roots, and that's really important, especially with things like tomatoes. You want deep embedded roots, so that if you do get a drought, their roots are going towards the water, and they should survive more and better and produce stronger looking fruits. Once again, I think I said about 12 times, haven't I? So once again, thanks very much for watching Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures, and I'll see you next time here on hopefully still a very sunny allotment. Ta-ra for now.